Buenas tardes, YouTube. Welcome to my channel, Better Monday Fasting. In today's video, I'm going to celebrate my 60th fasting day of 2024. I just completed 60 days. I'll be breaking my fast. I'm going to the grocery store to buy some food to break my fast. Before getting started, I want to make it clear that nothing I share in this video or on the channel, it's medical advice. So please do your own research before making any health related decisions. So 60 days of fasting. Of course I did, it's not like I didn't fast for 60 days straight, but it's quite something. I mean, we're still, we just passed mid-October. Today is like October 20th. So we still have about 72 more days this year. So, and I'm right now, I'm like, I'm only eating 4 OMADs a week. So yeah, I might even get more fasting days before the end of the year. To give you an idea, last year I only fast for 45 days total, and I think pretty much the same the year before. So 2022, 2023, I was kind of like fasting less. That said, I'm fasting. What I'm not counting is like the intermittent fasting. I mean, every day, like my 18 hours of fasting and 6 hours of eating window, I only partially count it. I only count them when it's a part of a longer fast. So now I'll be breaking a 42, 45 hour fast. So yeah, during that fast I counted. So the way I count, before I used to count it, this is how I used to count my fast. So I would not count any intermittent fasting. And each time I skip an OMAD, I will count it as one day. But, which makes sense to me, because I count it by, you know, like, since I'm doing an OMAD, even if I'm eating every day, I'll be eating 7 meals a week. But then, you know, I came to the conclusion that, you know, my fast is, it's almost like, sometimes it's almost 2 days. It's almost 48 hours. So now I'm counting them. So when I skip the OMAD, my 36 to 42 hours, I count it as a day and a half. That's how I started. I switched. So this year, yeah, like I started with counting 1. So it might even be more than 60 days so far, but yeah, what really got me back to be really into fasting again. I mean, I always, you know, it's been almost 9 years I've been fasting. Like it's been a part of my life. But when I first started, I was like the first 5-6 years I was really into it, like especially the first couple of years I was doing all the extending fasting and all kinds of patterns. But 22, 23 I started like doing kind of the once in a while I will skip my OMAD. And actually what got me really into the rhythm of fasting was like writing the book. You know, like in May of this year, I started writing the book for a Better Monday. That is out now. The English version is out, paperback and Kindle edition. So if you wanna purchase it, you can purchase it. And writing the book really, like, you know, made me think more about fasting and how great it is, and as I was writing the book, I started like skipping 1 to 2 OMAD, and lately it's been almost a month that I'm skipping 3, and so that started adding the fasting days to the counter. We'll see how many days I fast, but now I have like this I don't know, like this new enthusiasm about fasting, like with the book and my business being about that, and I feel like I'm again in the mindset of pushing the frontiers and see what's next, so like I'm thinking even like maybe fasting more, because it's just lately it's been great. Like, I mean, it has been great, like, since I started fasting, but with fasting there were some stages, I started, it was pretty difficult, and there was like, I ate raw for like 9 months. Then I went to Buenos Aires. I moved to Buenos Aires from Europe, and then at one point I quit drinking coffee. That was like one step. So I quit coffee for 6 years. I recently started again, but before I used to drink like 8 to 10 cups a day. Now it's like I don't drink every day, and when I drink it's max 3 cups. So there was that, and then there was the step when I started my kidneys started filtering. I have a video on that, kidney filtration, if you're interested. That was a big step. So like, I always like passed like, so I did my 10-day fast, and before that I did like 2 of 9 days, several 7 days. I did like a lot of like different patterns with fasting, and 2022, 2023 I was more like maintenance, and in 2023, as March 2023, I started keto, and that was a huge booster. Like, that was really the missing piece of the puzzle for me. And I wrote an album, released it, and since then I'm very productive. Like, I mean, before that too, but like I'll have to motivate myself before, I say, hey, you gotta do it, like. And now since like keto, it's just like everything works better. Like, I have more, like it's more natural. I want to do things, I want to eat the world, like I want to get. So now, right now, it's pretty crazy. Like, I have, I started the company in 2024. I have 2 brands. I'm still writing songs with my band Black Sea Storm, playing every day, having 2 I have 3 work sessions and 2 music sessions, and 3 health sessions. That's pretty much, I do it every day. I don't go to the gym on Sundays, so I take a break with the gym. And I don't eat like the past month at least. Like, I don't eat for I skipped 3 of my OMADs, and working, like, doing something every day, even if it's Saturday, if it's Sunday, and I have I'm really happy. And I mean, a beautiful day like that, I passed like 4 hours cleaning the house. I could have gone to, there's a lake nearby, like I could have done some touristy stuff, but it's just that I'm like, I'm gonna clean the house. I cleaned it last week, but like I feel like, because sometimes I don't clean for 2 weeks. I mean, I'm talking about deep cleaning, But now, I was like motivated last week. I was like, I cleaned it pretty deep, and I was like, I'm gonna do it again soon, so I can go even deeper. and then you see it like during the week. It gives me so much, when you see the floor is like clean, everything is clean. It gives you more, it gives you more motivation. You feel good about yourself, and it's like hard to get dopamine, I guess. So today is Sunday, so I woke up, I did a little bit of writing, I played some music, then I cleaned the house. I put the timer. I was like, oh yeah, I cleaned last week, so it shouldn't take me that long. But it took me 4 hours. There's a vacuum cleaner, but I don't use it. Because in Latin America, I've been so used to not having a vacuum cleaner. So the thing is, like, I put everything on the balcony, and then I swept the floor to get everything, and then take all the dust from. Today I went even like on top of the counters. Like, I don't even know if the cleaning lady cleans it. Like maybe it has been. So I took all the dust, because it's the stuff you don't see, but it affects you. It affects your health. It affects your sleep and all that. So then I, cleaned everything. I also had some dishes. So I did the dishes. I cleaned everything. Then swept the floor. So I go from top to bottom. Then clean the bathroom and all that. And then the last part is cleaning the floor, with so what I do is I really don't like cleaning supplies, all the chemicals, the strong stuff. So you can use vinegar and some natural soap, but sometimes if I cannot get a hold of that, what I do is I clean it with something my mom taught me. I clean it with the soap for doing the dishes. It's still chemical, I guess, but it's not because I'm guessing because it's still gonna have to touch your the plates, things that we're gonna drink from. It's not as as strong, and it doesn't and the smell doesn't bother me. I almost don't smell it really. And so I did that. So I use that. Actually, that's the only cleaning supply I'm using. I'm using it for the dishes, and I have several bottles, and the same product. It's been working pretty well. But I know there are better alternatives. If you want to be more on the natural side, some in Turkey we call it Arabic soap. It's an old industrial soap, and you mix it with vinegar and stuff. And it's the best. You don't need all the industrial chemical stuff. So today, I completed the 60 days. So just think about it. It's for 2 months. I mean, this is what months? 10th month. We're in the 10th month of the year. So for 2 months, full 2 months, my body didn't have to deal with digestion. I mean, just think about that. For 2 months, my body versus somebody that eats 3 times a day, for full 2 months, and I'm not even counting the intermittent fasting. I mean, if I start counting the intermittent fasting, it will be if I'll count the hours, it will be. I think I'm fasting more than I'm eating, because right now my eating window per week is 24 hours total, 4 times 6. So just think about that. That's just huge. Then think about all the time it liberated. For 2 months, I didn't cook. I didn't buy groceries. I didn't I'm just talking about the time-wise. I didn't go sympathetic to digest. All this time where I could play music, I could write my book, I could do all these things. Run a business, all these things that move the needle forward, And then now look at it from the financial perspective. Like 2 months, I mean, get together all your bills, like grocery store tickets, receipts. And every country is different like that. Yeah, your grocery store, and that's just for food. But then, I mean, around food, you have all the, the cleaning supplies, the paper towels and all that, like. And the result is like, I look pretty healthy, like everything is going well. So it's not like I'm missing something. I mean, I've been going to the gym 6 times a week, shirtless, I look pretty decent. So yeah, somebody has to explain to me, like, why we have to eat that much and spend all this time, money and effort, like energy from the body, for what? For less. So yeah, it's really something to think about. I'm almost like, I don't want to say I'm angry, but it's like the motto, less is more, like it applies to perfection in this case. Less is like more than more. With less is you get better. So it's something to think about, but also keep in mind that I've been doing this for almost 9 years, So you have to compare what is comparable. I'm not promoting oh yeah, tomorrow start, fasting for 60 days and it'll be great. It's like it took time, and also I had difficult moments, for the fasting. I mean, physically, and there's some challenging times, but the worst is mentally. It's the mental cleanse. It's the moment you realize that you've been lying to yourself, that your ideas are not your ideas, and that's the most difficult part, to face the truth and then take action. And so yeah, right now I'm just a happy dude, promoting fasting, but you have to keep perspective. It's like, you're a kid, you see a guitar player, older kid, he's soloing, he's doing all this stuff, but he's been playing for 9 years, and you haven't. You're still at the stage where you have to convince your parents to buy you a guitar, So it's not like the moment you're going to buy the guitar, you're going to be playing like that. That's something to keep in perspective. But at the same time, everybody is at a different stage. Everybody has different genetics and history. So it doesn't mean that maybe even without fasting, even today, you feel way better than me. That's a possibility. And it doesn't mean also that it's going to take you, even if you do the same amount of exact same hours of fasting I did, the exact same experience, maybe it's not going to take you 9 years to get where I am, because maybe you have better genetics, maybe you were healthier than me when you started, or maybe you make progress, maybe your metabolism responds to fasting better than I do. So there are all these factors, so it can be a faster or longer journey, to get to the same point. And also it depends, everything else you're doing in life and all your responsibilities and all that. But yeah, so today I wanted to celebrate this 6 days. I'm keeping track of I keep track of certain things, but more and more I'm I wish I had tracked everything from the day one, with the journal, and I've done some journaling, I've done some tracking, but if you're starting today, track everything, all your fasting sessions and take notes, and yeah, that's when I noticed, like, you know, when it was time to write the book. Well, I had a blog. I think it's still online. I have like about 50,000 words in there, and over there I had my journal online and everything, so I could access some. So it wasn't everything from memory, you know. And also, like, at home, I keep like my fasting. Not all of it, but I try to keep, like, I want to know how many days I fast a year, you know. That's kind of important to me. And because then also I can, you know, I can think about it, you know, wow, you know, 2022, 23, yeah, I was doing the kind of the fasting less, and I kind of felt. And then in 2023, I started like keto, and that changed everything. Like that changed everything, and kind of like I think I was losing a little bit of steam up to March 2023. That's why we have to be really careful. Like, it's just that we forget really fast. Like we forget our past, like really fast, and we think, you know, we've been always doing great and all that, and then we forget about doing what brought us to feel better, you know. And then we don't get it. It's like, oh, why I was feeling good, and now why I not? Like, again, like keeping the journal, it's really, because if you keep a journal, fasting journal, then you can go back. You're like, oh yeah, I was grounding, and oh, since I moved to the new city, I'm not grounding anymore. That can give you, you know, a clue. You're like, well, you know, in 2000 X and X, I was fasting that many days, and today I'm not even doing the half. All those things are all that type of data is very valuable. So yeah, I just wanted to share this important day. 2 months, man. It's just, yeah, I'm just blown away. Just blown away by fasting, and how with less, when we optimize everything, well, not everything, but when we optimize things, we get better results. So thank you for watching the video and celebrating my 60th day of fasting in 2024. I'll probably shoot another one on New Year's Eve or something like that, like to see how many more I'll be scoring. Like yeah, I'll still have less than 2.5 months, like 70 days. Let's see how many of them I'll be fasting. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in another video of the channel.